Listen, I've been talking to the Queen for quite some time. She's a tremendous talent. She's something special in boxing, and I'm willing to work in any capacity with her. You know what I mean?
What do you
Bill,
think
how
of the way Broner approached that situation when he went on social and started saying the things that he said?
Oh, he was totally disrespectful. You know what I mean? But that's nothing new. I mean, men, we kind of, we can go back and forth with it. I can shoot the shit with him. I can shoot shots I can take him. But I don't think that a woman deserves that kind of public,
Bill,
public bullshit.
with how dominant Devin was against Regis, what kind of critique did you give him, or was there any to give out? Like, how do you criticize such a dominant performance? Like, what do you tell him? How do you, what did you see that maybe he can improve on?
It's always just for us is a better version of Devin. I mean, I think and everyone can agree that each fight he gets better and better and better. You know what I mean? So I always say you can't prepare for the fighter that you saw last, and especially not with Devin because of his work ethic and his trajectory. And right now, at 25 years old, the sky's the limit.
Can you tell a difference in his camps between that first fight at 140 and now this one?
Oh, absolutely. Because of the maturity that he has. I mean, he has his legendary stories in the way that he's grown up, but I think that'll attest to the way he performs as a champion now. A lot of this stuff he's seen before and been a part of.
Did you notice the narrative changed? The next day, Devin went from being pillow fisted and he don't hit hard. He dropped Regis,
yes.
And everybody went to analyzing your pay-per-view numbers. Everything except
yes,
fighting, right?
Absolutely.
Your weight, how much you weighed in on fight night. Did you notice that's how dominant he was in his last fight? Did you notice that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I heard everything. I heard, Victor Conti's name. I've heard a lot of things, negative. You know what I mean? He was juicing and stuff like that. Everything other than him actually maturing, actually having a chance to have 5 more pounds of lean muscle mass. We keep knocking down all the narratives. You know what I mean? It's been a long road to get here, but it's been well worth it for sure.
Canelo said if Ryan's 100%, then he thinks that he can beat Devin. Do you think that Devin is in a lose-lose situation because he wins? People going to say just like Canelo, he's not 100%.
I think Canelo needs to get in camp with him and help him, and not just talk from a distance if he feels that way, because he's going to need Canelo's help for sure.
What do you make of the fight happening this weekend with Pitbull and Rolly?
No, he has a great trainer in Derek James. But anytime that you have that much help, where you have Floyd, you have Canelo, you have Derek James. You know what I mean? You have a lot of guys that are supporting Ryan Garcia privately and publicly. You know what I mean? And I always tell them, come out the bushes. We know who you are.
Pitbull and Rolly, how do you see it?
I see the Chihuahua winning.
The Chihuahua, yeah? How so?
No, I don't. I'm not. I just talking about the dog, the Chihuahua.
But you don't think Rolly's gonna win? Pitbull's gonna win.
No, I didn't call Pitbull a Chihuahua. But no, it's going to be a heck of a fight. I'm a fight fan, so as much as Rolly talk shit, I'm still going to support the fight just because that's, I'm a fight fan. It's going to be a tremendous fight. Those are two styles that also make up for a great fight because they're more similar than opposite as well. I think that if Rolly doesn't catch him early on, I think that that Pitbull will wear it with the pressure, the mental pressure, and just, and physical pressure. I think that Rolly will fall apart.
You said Devin matching up with Pitbull if Pitbull wins?
Huh?
What do you think about Pitbull matching up with Devin if he wins?
I always said that Pitbull was small, too small for Dev to oppose any real problems for us. But we need to see him at 140, maybe. I don't know. You know what I mean? We need to see, because if it's any kind of indication that he could be better at 140 just like we are. So I just need to see him at 140.
You said Devin is the face of boxing. Why do you think Devin, or why do you believe Devin is the face of boxing when many people believe Canelo is?
Well, I mean, just one thing that I can sum it up is if you had a daughter, if you had a son, and they could pattern their career in terms of just the beginning of their career and what that would look like, not the ending, because we can't determine the end of Devin's career, but we can determine how he started and where he's at right now. And I don't think there's no mother or father that wouldn't want their son or daughter to pattern their career after Devin, being independent, you know what I mean, being undisputed at such a young age, 2 division, being able to work with various promoters on all platforms. That's why I said it's the face of boxing, because he doesn't have an allegiance to a promoter. He doesn't have allegiance to a network. He doesn't have allegiance to anything other than the fans, you know what I mean, and the acceptance of the fans. So with that, as you see a fighter that will go anywhere about the fights, and I think that's what the new face of boxing represents.
And watch this. Y'all sent Loma, Ryan, Gary Russell, T.O., Shakur, and Javante August to fight. Is that why Devin is the face of boxing?
Oh, absolutely. That's what I'm saying is that we don't sit back and hide behind the narrative that, you know, this promoter or that side of the street or that side of the street. You know what I mean? I think we've been on every side of the street at some point in time to make these things happen. So
Bill,
that's what the new face
of
boxing should represent.